following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Of course! Of course!
As the millennium dawned, the state of the world was still rent by spasms of chaos, and as national governments lost their legitimacy or control, it became inevitable that someone had to move into their places. And into the gaping hole of command and control stepped the most obvious and organized groups, the rising megacorporations. For rapidly expanding, large-scale companies with resources and operations all over the world, the logical step was that they should take over. After all, unstable governments are bad for business. For the first part of the 21st century, the megacorporations have been much like the international corporations of the late 20th century, only much larger and more fully autonomous. They were very nearly the nations themselves, with their own laws, cities, factories, and armies. Most corporations in the early 2000s were multinational, with branches and operations all over the world. Some branches as small as a research facility or sales office, some as large as a major manufacturing facility and security center. Most megacorporations were manufacturers. They produced commodities for sale on the open market: oil, steel, automobiles, aircraft, weapons, computers, cybernetics, biotechnologies. These were only a few of the literally millions of corporate operations. Many corporations had several commodities on the market. They controlled chemical plants in Europe, computer factories in Japan, steel-making operations in the United States. Not all megacorporations were invested in manufacturing. Megacorps also controlled banking, food production, energy resources, and other key areas of society. One type of corporation deserving special attention were the media corps. These huge conglomerates grew out of a trend in the late 1980s in which certain firms bought up TV networks, film companies, record companies, radio stations, and book, magazine, even comic publishers, effectively centralizing the media under the control of a very few people. Under the media corps, mass entertainment became generic and bland. Dissenting opinions and independent productions were usually buried under an avalanche of media hype, or worse, co-opted or destroyed by vicious intercorp competition. Still worse was the effect on news and information as politicians realized that the right connection to the right media corp could control the electorate. Only a short step to being able to select, package, and sell their own versions of reality. The control exercised by the megacorps, thus, was essential in establishing and legitimizing the role of the megacorps in ruling post-collapse world. Since the crash of '94, the governments of the world had been in the uncomfortable position of having to let the multinational corporations do as much as they pleased, paying lip service to pollution control, product safety, and minimum wage rules. The multinationals easily dominated local governments through bribes and military support or trading power, influence or money. With the right leaders, a judge or police chief here, a senator or congressman there, driven by greed, empowered by success, the megacorps of the early 2000s dwarfed all but the most powerful nations, corrupting governments, reshaping policy, and even resorting to using private armies when economic clout wasn't enough. By the mid-2010s, the megacorps pretty much ruled the world economy, and much of the non-economic world as well. And most nations just shut up and collected what taxes they could extort from their oversized business neighbors. That was until corporate wars started to blow the whole cozy arrangement apart.
supposed to let this go all the way through, but I guess it's kind of like it's sort of in the morning, but fuck it, I guess.
Good morning, Night City! It's an ultimate morning with Ultimate Max! Ignore the blood rain. Ignore the acid damage to your roofs and properties. You don't have those, you lying bastard. What are you talking about? It's time to get up. It's time to greet that new day. Like it or not, you chose to wake up. Now you have to live in it. You stupid fuck. The lottery, the death lottery. You want to know that so you can figure out how the rest of your day is going to be as equally disappointing. The lottery death count comes out at a sturdy 32! That's right! Big industrial sabotage in Pacifica contributed to a huge normal number. Very ordinary number following the disappointment of yesterday. And now it's time to get up and face that day. What kind of day could you expect? I hope you're not living in Rancho Coronado or Haywood, because you might get fucked by 6th Street. Them and the animals are tearing up the place. It's drive-bys, it's walk-bys, it's crawl-bys, it's all kind of bys. But you don't get one. Now get out into that day and ground up that scuff, you worthless shit piece. That's how you wake up. You two.
When I find out who keeps setting the bloody alarm, I'm gonna slap a bitch.
Just jerks upright. You could have sworn there was a guy.
It's just a nightmare husband.
Put on your sunglasses.
Still inside.
Get up and
The front door smashes open. It's only the fact that you were woken up early by some bad dream or maybe something. Your interface plug snicked back into the back of your head as you haul yourself out of bed. And you stamp on down the stairs, assuming you chose to sleep upstairs because that's where the rooms are.
Yep.
Edward Hargraves, or at least some kind of blood golem that looks like Edward Hargraves, staggers into the house, tripping over a cat-shaped lamp and falling face first into a pile of Roger's underwear. Used,
why are they
unwashed.
in Jess's house?
Well, it's just, they got tired, and hers is the only place with a working
We
shower.
all stayed in this one house. We got to do the other ones up, so.
I thought weren't ready yet.
Edward, what?
Jess, good to see
I'll
you.
rush down and see him. Roger!
A huge Gatling gun noses in through the door.
Well,
He's with me. She's also with me.
Right.
What's going on down here?
Successful delivery. Not bad. 14 days.
It was lovely to meet you. The battle wagon.
what did you do?
Oh, me.
Fucking everything, yo. You don't even know.
I would like to start this story, but cards.
I'll get you to the...
The infirmary.
The kitchen table.
Yeah.
As good as anywhere right now.
Well, I was looking forward to a nice bowl of corpos. Oh. This is now canon.
I will be hauled over to the kitchen table, where you will find I have been shot several times with some kind of medium caliber rifle.
No.
No?
You've been hit by a full-on assault rifle.
Yeah,
There's also some heat damage to his
Oh yeah.
hospital gown that he's wearing.
No, I would be.
Oh no,
wearing-
you're in the security guy's uniform,
Yeah.
aren't you?
We're going to have to cut that off.
The bright orange uniform does hurt your eyes. However, Blythe pharmaceutical guard uniforms are cut resistant, and therefore will require a basic tech check to cut off.
That's more your domain.
Everyone's got it.
I know, but
Jess is suffering none of the effects of working immediately after being woken up, because she woke up
15.
slightly early. No problem. DV was 8. You cut those right off, making sure to not snip the security thread.
Trashy colours, honestly, anyway.
Oh my fucking Christ, he's a mess underneath.
We got
Can
some-
you grab the rest
It
of
almost
please?
looks like he's eaten a full, almost like you'd say a point blank blast from an SMG or something like probably like the last guy you saw this badly messed up. Your girlfriend did it.
bring the gear to Jess, open it up on a bench nearby. You got any anesthetic or anything for this guy?
You don't know what was in that syringe, but it wasn't anesthetic.
I'll start to work on him.
That's fine. Actually, no. You have to use speed heal,
Oh, which I don't have.
which you
speed
don't
heal.
have one of. You can buy speed heal, but you need to use a speed heal to get that quick burst. Otherwise, you regenerate. I believe it's like a hit point a day, unless you've got some other medical equipment like a cryo cylinder or something like that.
The cryo bag.
Or you could go get yourself a speed heal and get a bit of an oomph up and then heal. But
I don't have enough days to sit around to heal.
Why? What?
I should explain, I guess. The clinic you left me at, they have corporate benefactors, and I have enemies. And my enemies caught up with me.
The Blythes.
Yes. Aaron Blythe. Frick. Stupid word. Anyway, I escaped. I lit myself on fire at one point, but I got out okay. Stolen EV. Crashed an EV after getting shot down by an armed Militech combat drone. That was fun.
oh, sorry, I'm wrong. You get a number of hit points equal to your body stat for each day you spend resting.
Okay. Landed just at the edge of the hot zone. So I might still have a slight radiation problem now that I think about it. But,
Steps back.
I would also point out for those listening that I did not do hot zone radiation properly. That is heavy radiation, which means you should have been treated as though you were on fire but can't put yourself out, meaning you would have taken X amount of damage per turn
in the hot zone.
while in the hot zone until you get out.
That would have been bad. I might not have made it if we'd done it.
That would have been great. Where's Graves? I don't know. My name's Chainsaw Lariat.
I did manage to escape from the hot zone pretty quickly, so it might not be too bad. The main problem being I escaped into a combat zone that was very active last night. Ran from beasts, bombs, and bozos, and eventually I found him and his friend in their battle wagon, patrolling the combat zone for, well, I guess loot. They assisted me to get back here, but that's where our next problem, my next problem.
How
sort
much
of
debt are you in?
1,000 eddies,
No.
Yeah.
14 days. Or
Hey, if you'd gotten rescued at the start of the month, it would have been 30.
if I just planned it out better.
Hey, they're new to this too.
And then now I'm here. And in a lot of pain.
And what happens if you don't get the eddies by 14 days?
They...
Jess remembers that rotary barrel Gatling cannon. And she remembers that kind of heavy ordnance needs an at least 11 body just to be able to carry and fire.
If he's coming to collect, we don't really have a choice. And since we're now associated with him, since he got brought here,
Oh,
Yes, that was actually a key part of their stipulation, was they had to bring me
so
to
they
where I
knew where
lived.
to get the money from,
Yes.
and who to get the money from if you die.
Yes. I also no longer have my agent, which means the clinic still has it, which means Aaron Blythe will have it, along with the rest of my gear apart from Cybertech.
This brand new gun. Empty.
It's my guns and my coat. My coat. Oh, I forgot about my coat. So yes, you guys might actually also end up on a list,
Oh, great.
seeing as you brought me into the clinic. So it may be best that we maybe use more underground locations for that in the future.
Well, since I have a bit more gear now, I can do a lot more work myself. But again, this stuff doesn't come free.
What does these days?
I might have some gigs coming up that might be able to help, but not 1,000 eddies in 2 weeks.
I think it's more of a we may need to find some work pretty quickly.
You mean that work that usually ends up getting us all hurt up and in more debt than we make?
I think we might be doing it wrong. I think we're supposed to make more money out the end of it.
We are supposed to, yes.
So you need a new agent.
Yes.
I'll rummage around in my gear and see if I can find one.
I mean, if we're
Oh, actually, I do have...
to worse, we can always sell one of the houses. This one, of course.
I'll pull out the the Rent-A-Cop's phone with his agent. I did manage to secure this, but without any tools I couldn't unlock it and make any use of it.
A security and electronics DV-18 check will jailbreak that, and you could press it into his service. Anyone who's got that.
But what about this agent?
You don't have one, I just shook my head at that.
It's
No.
gone, is it?
Denied.
It's
Broken.
gone.
Destroyed. It was destroyed when Roger's underwear fell on it.
We didn't even get to take it apart.
No, denied.
The only other thing I came away with was this gun, which I also couldn't use because it is locked. And likewise, with no tools, I couldn't...
That's tougher.
Yeah, I'm going to need more tools for that.
Although the Crimson Death Legion... Chrome? What was
Red
it?
Chrome Legion.
Red Chrome Legion did give me this one, which is a really gaudily painted and low quality heavy pistol. I did have to use all of the ammo just to assist my friends to make it out.
No, please don't tell me you made any more enemies and debts on the way to you making...
The Inquisitors
These
might not be
dicks.
fans.
Yeah, the Inquisitors may not be very happy with me.
But, to be
And-
fair, none of them that you know about lived to tell.
I don't know how many of them made it out alive, and I don't think they would have liked me anyway with the chrome.
That's a pass.
Fucking really?
Yeah, rolled 9 on the die.
Yeah, you jailbreak that phone. Here you go.
Excellent.
It's reset, all wiped clean for you.
Perfect. At least that solves that problem. What happened while I was gone?
We bought 4 houses.
These 4 houses?
No, 4 others.
Oh, well, so we have 8 houses then.
No, we bought 4 houses. We're just hiding in this one. Since
Oh.
we have to hide in other houses that we don't live in.
So these 4 houses.
Yes.
The others aren't ready yet.
Roger, did you see me in the house earlier on before this one turned up?
No, I was sleeping. On account of it being night time. Until whoever set that bloody alarm in my room, woke me up.
Could have been from the previous occupants.
I'm betting it was that Victor.
Cheers, Victor.
Don't know. Well, maybe she's sleeping.
She can sleep all she likes.
She doesn't really need to sleep that much.
our last apartment got levelled, flattened.
Ah. I'm sure the Maelstrom weren't too happy with that.
Did you see the maelstrom as we left?
A few here and there, but they didn't seem to be fussed.
No. We managed to do a gig to get the money to buy these houses, at least.
Well, at least there is that.
So do I still have the computer?
You have a computer.
I mean the laptop, I'm saying.
You do.
I do.
Ooh. Where did this come from?
There's a logo on the front of it.
What's the logo?
It was the what was the company? It was the
I believe you'll find it's Phoenix Tech.
yeah. So it was the Phoenix stick right there.
Ooh. Stealing more corporate equipment, are we?
They didn't need any more.
Liberating, not stealing.
Also, they don't exist anymore.
Ah. Well, that will make things easier. Does it have something on it we want?
Well, someone wants it.
This someone is...
They're a competing company, which was
Luna Energy.
Luna Energy.
The good guys, the ones you rescue.
We rescued the CEO.
Oh. You guys really did get up to some fun while I was laid out in that bed. However temporarily. Well, if we don't know what it is they want on it, do we want to find out?
I don't know. We've again, it's not my area. I managed to grab it out of the nightclub. We tried to get clues from a nightclub to find out where the CEO was. He was kidnapped from a nightclub by the other CEO. He hired this, was it the Flood?
Those horrible gooey mutants.
Call themselves the Flood.
Doesn't sound very pleasant.
They're nice enough, but they're a collective. Anyway, the bodyguard was crooked as well, so when the bodyguard and the Flood helped him out of the bar, they then kidnapped him and took him into the Badlands.
Right. They didn't expressly say not to look into any Phoenix Tech computers before you hand them over, right?
No, they asked to see if we found a computer
Huh.
for a reward.
And we have yet to do this handover, of course, because we still have the... Well, it was your job and not mine. Do you want me to work my magic? Already removing the plug.
What do you say, Roger? Do we give it for the 1,000 eddies that they're going to give us?
Well, I mean, that would clear his debt almost, wouldn't it? I don't suppose there's any harm in him having a look first, though, right? As long as
Well,
it don't damage anything.
I did light myself on fire by net running in that clinic, so it's possible.
Look, put it this way, it's his debt. I'll put the choice in his hands. If you fuck up, then of course we're going to have to help you out, and then you owe us.
I hate owing you, Roger.
I know.
It's supposed to be the other way around. When did it change?
You walked in that door all beat up.
Yes, I suppose it did.
Also, when we took you to the hospital. You keep getting hurt all the time.
Yeah, I don't think netrunners are supposed to do that very often.
It's sticking your nose in corpo business, that's what's doing it.
I felt like a solo crawling through that combat zone for a while there. Well, screw it. We're here to take risks, right? I'll have a look. I know what potential things are in that pile of things you're looking at there, sir, and it concerns me as I talk about looking into this computer.
Alright, so first of all, I want a security electronics check of a DV8 just to get the thing on and working in a state where you can.
I can't fail. And well, I guess I could roll a 1 and then a really bad number. No, I'm good.
Okay, you jacking in?
Yep. If I catch on fire, help?
Don't
Okay.
worry, I'll beat it out.
I'm going to put these here. Here's your net architecture. First card over. A Nazgul. Right. So, for the listeners at home, how an Nazgul works and how net running works, slightly different to how I've been doing it, because I've been doing it not exactly right. When you come onto a section of the architecture with a black ice in weight on it, it automatically gets to try and attack you. Basically, roll initiative.
Interface. 11.
12. I am going first. The Nazgul attacks. Now, the Nazgul deals, I believe, 1d6 damage directly to a netrunner's brain.
Yep.
And then it basically forces you out of the architecture if
At a higher level. So that would be out.
Yep.
Correct?
unsafely.
So then force higher into the architecture to the closest impediment. Oh, so it could push you into the next, like, ice up.
Yeah.
Or it could just push you out.
Right, so, attack versus defense. Let's go.
I can't remember, do I roll defense or do I just have it?
It's interface plus your... it's, yeah, just your interface, I believe.
Which is 7.
Your interface shouldn't be higher than 5.
Oh, sorry, no 5. I was thinking of my...
Yes, it's 5. Cheesy bastard. I can't roll 20, so I've got to cheat
Well,
somehow.
I have rolled a 10,
Nice.
so I get to 20 total.
Okay, so you're gonna not be hit by that.
This is excellent.
Your 3 actions. Net actions, sir.
First, I would like to set a flak.
Okay.
Now, I would like... Hang on.
That's one action.
Let's see. To a non-black ice. This is definitely black ice. 3d6 is not going to be enough to take it down, but I am protected for a round. And if there's a second Nazgul that pushes me into this one, that could really suck. I would like to hit it with a
It's not
banhammer.
like I printed 9 of them.
Banhammer.
And for the benefit of those 2 who are listening,
So this will do 3d6 damage, or res, to a non-black ice, or 2d6 to a black ice.
your DV is 9. You need to beat 9 with your attack roll.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't get anything for crits in this apart from obviously rolling that extra.
Yes,
But I've already hit, so that's fine. Black ice. 6 damage.
No, that's not great.
My last action. Can't use shield because it's like.
Remember, only up to 5 of those programs can be installed on your deck.
Oh yeah, actually I do need to remember. My old setup was actually only Banhammers, Jeeves, the flak.
Since your deck box can split in 2, I suggest putting the cards that are actually loaded onto your cyber deck
In one half.
one half, and
And swapping them out.
yes.
And I had a speedy, and that would leave me with 1 more spear.
Remember, Black Ice takes up 2 slots.
That's right, then I have no spear. So I've used flak, I've used banhammer. I want to give myself an advantage on the next round, so I will slot speedy and give myself a +2 speed bonus. My
Okay.
little speedy boy.
I mean, you can't change initiative now, so this is just if you go to another level.
Oh, okay. Well, it will help me on the next floor.
Well, okay. I'm going to attack you again. And I've rolled...
I forgot, I can zap, which isn't actually a program.
I have hit you.
Ouch.
Yep. And it is a 1d6.
and then I get pushed out.
Oh, I'll use my digital. I'll use my digital one for the. Okay, I'm going for the top one. The top one is the one that counts. 4 damage, and you're forced out.
Ah! 11.
Oh, and by the way, when you unsafely jack out, all black ice gets another attack at you.
That's a cheeky combo.
What's your defensive number?
5. I roll to add to it, right?
You better.
A 9 in this case, not good.
The higher is better.
Hmm.
It's a total 9, not...
Yes, 9 total.
Oh. Okay, you'll hit again. 5. Did I tell you to roll? Yes, I must have.
Blasted black ice.
Jack him back in, son.
If I'm going to do this again, I should wait. I'm not feeling well enough to attempt that again.
What was in there?
It's called a Nazgul, I think. Never used one before. Anti-personnel black ice.
So...
It's what forced me out. The annoying thing is when it forces you out, all the black ice gets to move against you again. It's a real problem. Could have dealt with it if I had my old programs.
Yeah, well, you don't.
Hitman would have mopped that up straight away.
The door bursts open.
I point an empty gun in the direction as well.
I just turn around.
Good morning.
Hello,
morning.
sunshine.
He's talking to you.
Look who's back. Back again. Guess who's back?
It's me. I think he's talking about.
Tell a friend.
Yeah, see, she know.
Good to see you again.
As you say. You're wet.
Yes. I was, out last night.
He was wet with red when he walked in.
Yes.
Bloody Inquisitor assault rifle opened me right up.
Dodge.
I was at point blank.
Dodge
Don't
better.
be.
Riding high off taking down that security guard, I thought I might choke this one out as well. Didn't work out so well.
I thought you said it was an Inquisitor.
Oh, I choked out a security guard first. I snuck up on the
Inquisitors have
Inquisitor.
security guards.
No, that was at the clinic.
The Inquisitors were at the clinic.
No, the Inquisitors were in the combat zone.
The clinic is not in the combat zone.
No, but I was at both at different points in the night.
It's a long story, Vix.
It is.
And I'm sure we haven't heard all the parts.
Not
At least
quite
the
all of them.
minutiae of all the parts.
Ah, yes, I've excluded all the badass parts where I dealt swiftly with my foes.
Can't wait to hear those.
We are going to require more pharmaceuticals if you keep up this behaviour.
Yep.
We should probably get some now to make him get him back on his feet quicker.
Would you like to get some for us, Rog?
I'd like to. I really would. But, you know, pharmaceuticals ain't free.
I know that.
Yeah. I don't have any scratch.
What happened to this? What happened with money?
Sorry?
What happened with money?
What money? My money? It's all gone.
That was our money.
Oh, no, I don't know about that. I mean, my money's gone.
But you had all of my money as well.
Did I now? Oh, guess that slipped my mind.
Roger.
Where actually did this money go? When have you had the time to spend it?
Yeah, I'm wondering too!
I don't know. I don't have any record of my money, so I assume
Fuck
I
you,
don't have
I've
any.
got the record of the money. Just remembered.
Just, oh, is that what's in that bag over there?
I probably did write it down somewhere. I just don't. Is it on here?
Okay, I'll show you a figure, and you tell me why you should not forget the figure.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So if you lost the money,
No, I wouldn't have lost that much. I didn't know there was that much left over after the houses and everything.
we paid 20k. We got 20k for the. Got 19.5 for the job. We got the 70k that you got. You know, from the pocket, and we gave the flood 20k. You gave me money, but you ended up with that much left.
Oh, you spent like another
Yep.
couple of grand at the Ripper Dock.
Yep. So I've got 7,900 eddies, and Roger's got the rest of it, which is 60k approximately.